Close your eyes for a moment and picture this. It is late at night. The house is finally quiet. You lower yourself into bed after a long day, hoping your body will relax. But instead of comfort, you feel heaviness. Your knees ache when you turn. Your fingers feel stiff. Your lower back throbs with that familiar, dull pressure that never fully disappears. Nothing dramatic. Nothing sharp enough to send you rushing to the hospital. Just constant discomfort. The kind that slowly becomes part of daily life. And eventually, many people begin telling themselves the same thing. This is probably just aging. But what if that belief is incomplete? What if your body has not lost its ability to recover? What if it is simply receiving fewer of the signals that help it repair itself properly? Because one of the biggest misunderstandings about aging is this. People assume the body completely stops healing after a certain age. In reality, the body is still trying to repair damage every single day. The process simply becomes slower, weaker, and less efficient over time. That difference matters. Tonight, I want to show you something surprisingly simple that has been quietly used for generations. Yet many people still overlook it because it feels too ordinary to be powerful. An oil, a thick golden oil that most people recognize but rarely think about seriously. And once you understand what it may be doing inside the body during sleep, you may begin looking at nighttime pain and inflammation very differently. My name is Dr. Bianca, and over the years I have spoken with many older adults who believed their bodies were permanently declining. They thought stiffness, swelling, poor sleep, and constant soreness were unavoidable. But in many cases, the issue was not that the body had given up. The issue was that the body had become undersupported. What I am about to explain is not a miracle cure. It is not about reversing age overnight. And it is certainly not a replacement for medical treatment when necessary. This is about supporting the systems your body already uses to heal itself. And timing plays a major role in that process. During the daytime, your body focuses on movement, stress management, digestion, balance, and energy production. But nighttime is different. While you sleep, the body enters repair mode. Hormones shift, tissue recovery increases, cellular cleanup becomes more active, blood flow patterns change, the nervous system slows down. Your body performs most of its restoration while you are asleep. That is why what you do before bed can influence how you feel the next morning far more than people realize. The oil we are discussing tonight is castor oil. For years, people dismissed it as an old-fashioned remedy. Many associated it with home traditions from decades ago. But researchers have become increasingly interested in one specific component found inside castor oil called ricinoleic acid. This fatty acid appears to interact with inflammation pathways, skin receptors, circulation, and tissue response in unique ways. And when you begin connecting the dots, the growing interest starts making sense. To understand why, we first need to talk about what actually happens inside the body as it ages. Pain is not always caused by severe injury. Very often, it comes from imbalance. As the years pass, several important systems begin slowing down at the same time. Collagen production decreases. Skin loses elasticity. Muscles recover more slowly. Blood circulation becomes less efficient. Tiny inflammatory chemicals remain active longer than they should. Joints lose lubrication. Connective tissues become tighter. Even the nervous system changes how it processes discomfort. That is why many people wake up feeling stiff even after resting all night. The body did not fully recover while sleeping. And inflammation plays a major role in that process. Inflammation itself is not the enemy. Your body actually needs inflammation to heal injuries and fight damage. The problem begins when inflammation remains constantly active. Imagine a smoke alarm that keeps ringing even after the fire is gone. Over time, those non-stop inflammatory signals begin irritating muscles, joints, tendons, nerves, and connective tissues. This creates chronic soreness, heavy legs, tender knees, achy fingers, persistent lower back discomfort. And because these changes happen gradually, many people stop questioning them. But the body is still listening to signals. That is where topical support becomes interesting. Your skin is far more intelligent than most people realize. It is not simply a protective shell around the body. It contains nerve endings, immune cells, receptors, blood vessels, oil glands, and communication pathways connected to the nervous system. Everything placed on the skin sends a message. Some ingredients irritate the skin. Some dry it out. Some temporarily numb discomfort. And certain natural compounds appear to support relaxation, circulation, hydration, and inflammatory balance. Castor oil belongs to that conversation. Ricinoleic acid, the primary fatty acid inside castor oil, has attracted attention because of how it interacts with irritated tissues. Rather than simply masking pain, researchers believe it may help calm inflammatory responses locally while supporting moisture retention and circulation. That combination matters more than people think, because aging tissues often suffer from 3 problems at the same time: dryness, poor circulation, persistent low-grade inflammation, and all three can increase discomfort. Many older adults describe their joints as feeling tight or stuck in the morning. Nighttime massage changes that. The warmth of your hands increases blood flow and helps relax muscles. Adding castor oil helps many report waking up with less stiffness and greater comfort. This works because your body is most receptive during its natural repair window. Rituals like this communicate safety to the nervous system, allowing for efficient repair. You may also notice better sleep, calmer muscles, and less morning fatigue. Commonly used on the knees and hands, it addresses areas that carry life's mechanical stress. The lower back and even the feet benefit from this restorative ritual. Embrace this simple step for a greater sense of ease throughout your body every morning. The feet contain thousands of nerve endings and small blood vessels. Gentle massage in that area can create a calming effect throughout the nervous system. Many people describe it as deeply relaxing, and relaxation itself is therapeutic. Poor sleep increases inflammation. This connection is extremely important. When sleep quality declines, the body produces more stress hormones and inflammatory chemicals. Pain sensitivity rises, recovery slows down, fatigue increases. The cycle feeds itself. That is why nighttime comfort matters so much more than most people realize. A body that sleeps deeply repairs more effectively. There is another factor contributing to aging discomfort that deserves attention: oxidative stress. Every day, your body produces unstable molecules called free radicals. In healthy younger bodies, antioxidant systems neutralize them efficiently. But as the years pass, oxidative stress begins accumulating faster than the body can fully repair the damage. This affects skin, joints, muscles, blood vessels, and nerves. Healing slows down. Inflammation increases. Skin becomes thinner and drier. Soreness lingers longer after physical activity. Researchers have become interested in plant oils because certain compounds may help protect the skin barrier while reducing environmental stress on tissues. Healthy skin is not only about appearance, it is protective. Dry, irritated skin continuously sends stress signals to the nervous system. Hydrated skin behaves differently. It remains softer, more flexible, and less reactive. That is one reason people often notice that regular oil massage changes how their skin feels and looks. But consistency is the real secret. This is where many people fail. They use an oil once or twice and expect immediate transformation. Then they stop because nothing dramatic happened after 3 days. The body does not work that way. Repair happens gradually. Inflammation changes gradually. Circulation improves gradually. Biology responds to repetition. A supportive habit repeated consistently creates a completely different result than something used randomly once in a while. Many older adults who report benefits from nighttime oil massage have one thing in common: consistency. They turn it into a nightly ritual. Over time, the body begins responding differently. One woman I spoke with in her 70s told me mornings had become emotionally exhausting. Her knees hurt before she even stood up. Her back felt tight. Her hands were stiff every morning. She started applying warm castor oil to her knees and hands each night while practicing slow breathing before sleep. A few weeks later, she said something interesting. "The pain is not completely gone," she told me, "but I don't wake up fighting my body anymore." That sentence stayed with me. Because improving quality of life is often about reducing suffering enough for people to feel connected to their bodies again. Small changes matter, especially when they help restore confidence, movement, and rest. Another reason massage itself becomes powerful is circulation. Poor circulation contributes to stiffness and swelling. Tissues receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients. Waste products linger longer in muscles and connective tissues. Gentle massage stimulates local blood flow. Warmth relaxes tight tissues. Blood vessels widen slightly. The nervous system becomes calmer. This is one reason the application process matters just as much as the oil itself. People often rush through self-care routines, but slowing down changes the experience entirely. A small amount of castor oil is usually enough. There is no need to soak the skin excessively. Warm it gently between your hands. Massage it slowly into the affected areas using circular motions. Take your time. The process should feel calming, not rushed. Many people prefer applying it 20 to 30 minutes before bed. Because castor oil is thick, some people place an old towel or soft cloth over the area to protect bedding. Another important point deserves attention. This is not about perfection. Some people expect complete elimination of discomfort. And when that does not happen immediately, they become discouraged. But support matters even when results are gradual. Better mobility matters, less stiffness matters, improved sleep matters, reduced inflammation matters. Feeling more comfortable inside your body matters, and sometimes small improvements create enormous differences in daily life. There's also something deeply psychological about caring for the body intentionally. Many older adults stop believing improvement is possible. They assume decline is inevitable. But when someone begins supporting their body consistently again, something shifts mentally as well. They feel involved in their healing process. That hope changes behavior. Hope encourages movement. Movement improves circulation. Better circulation supports healing. Everything becomes connected. Before trying any new topical oil, always perform a patch test first. Apply a small amount and wait 24 hours. Avoid applying oils to broken skin. If you have serious medical conditions, speak with your healthcare provider first. Safety always comes first. The most important message I want you to remember tonight is this. Your body is not simply collapsing because you are aging. It may simply be lacking consistent support. Many people ignore the power of small, repeated habits that influence biology. Healing is often quieter than people expect. Sometimes it begins with warmth, stillness, better sleep, gentle circulation, reduced tension, hydrated skin, a calmer nervous system. These things seem simple, but simple does not mean insignificant. Your body has carried you through decades of stress, work, and survival. Perhaps it deserves support instead of constant criticism. Aging does not mean surrendering to constant discomfort. It does not mean accepting inflammation as your permanent normal. And it certainly does not mean your body has stopped trying to repair itself. Very often, it is simply waiting for the right conditions. When you begin creating those conditions consistently and patiently, the body may respond in ways that feel surprisingly meaningful. Not overnight, not perfectly, but gradually. And gradual improvement is still improvement. Tonight, instead of ignoring your discomfort, consider giving your body a few quiet minutes of intentional care before sleep. Warm the oil, slow down, massage gently. Allow your nervous system to settle. Give your body the opportunity to repair. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.